Hello, welcome to the Laughing Monkey Music Show that we're already in progress. We'll flip back to that after. This is Jimmy from Murphy's Law. How you doing, brother?
Good. Just did a little bit of a road trip from Astoria, Queens to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, making the most of the time. That's why I'm here in Pennsylvania, in Pennsylvania, in Bethlehem, where baby Jesus was born.
That where he was born?
I never knew baby Jesus was born in Pennsylvania. Nobody told me that. I always thought it was in the desert somewhere. Well, a couple more cocktails. I'll believe anything, brother. I've been on the wagon, too. I've had no reason to have a cocktail. So I'm at the Holiday Inn Express in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Tomorrow, hopefully finishing the last 4 songs, vocals on our new record called Medicated, in preparation to record tomorrow morning in my friend's studio, Stress, my brother, which is a nice studio, Stress Studios. It's actually we're recording in a cabin in the middle of the woods kind of deal.
And that is what a band from New York wants to do, is be out. You guys gonna wear your flannel and hunt too, or what?
Well, the fucking worst thing, if I can curse, excuse my language.
Yeah, you can. It's
the worst thing is I don't know why I'm talking like that. The worst thing is to record near your friends. It's best to record in the woods, because what happens, especially with my stupid band, and if I record in Manhattan, everybody's going to be there.
Yeah.
At least now they have to put on hiking boots and have 4-wheel drive to find me.
That's not going to happen.
We were literally shooting AR-15s off the back deck of the studio and recording.
Welcome to Alabama.
Well, God bless America, at least parts of it. We the thing with Murphy's Law is we never put fucking records out. And
no, that's why I'm kind of surprised. That's like, what the hell?
You know, once you write a song called the beer song, and you write a song about beer, you write a song about pot, about panties. What else are you gonna write? Everything's covered. You know,
I'll be honest with you, Back with the Bong was probably my favorite. I remember having that cassette. I'm like, this is the best name.
It's also the time, and we're always playing. So
yeah, I mean the album's good. Don't get me wrong, but that album title was just so good. You know.
Well, now we had the downtime, so we're actually we're not mixing up the forms of music like we normally do. We normally mix up ska, reggae, punk, the whole shit. Now it's just a hardcore punk record, and we're doing a completely separate record of just ska and reggae stuff. And we're doing a concept record. Now, in all this time of sitting around, we
concept.
So, a concept record, a band that has no concept of anything.
This feels so loaded. What is the concept?
All right, here we go. You sitting down? Good. We're not gonna go. We're gonna make a 10-inch record. Thank God nobody makes CDs anymore, so we're doing vinyl.
Yeah.
We're doing a 10-inch record, and the record cover is gonna look like a poster, a show poster, and the poster is gonna be all the bands of the show. All the bands' names are all the songs on the record.
That's a good idea.
So all of the songs are bands' names within the hardcore scene. Poking fun, giving respect, or completely ignoring the band at all and just using the name and whatever the name means. Funny. I still look like Charlie Brown, so I'm good. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we can, finally got all of this material and doing a bunch of different stuff. So I'm excited.
At least you weren't going to do have all your guitarists star on it. That was going to be my concern.
Well, unfortunately, the best one just passed away last year.
But that'd been your double album, right?
We were planning a double album at one time.
But you have a lot of ex-guitarists. That was my joke, because I've seen. It's like.
The funny thing is, one of the songs is called "The Joke's on Me" on the new record.
Yeah,
and it pretty much covers that. I could have an orchestra if I wanted, really.
So how when you tour, do you guys play just New York? You guys really go around the country, or what? Before
all over the world, play Japan. Literally, when the pandemic started, we were supposed to fly to Hong Kong, but they cut the flights off because the pandemic started. So we rerouted ourselves to Japan.
Really?
Directly, we went to Chicago. Yeah, normally we'd fly. I forget the route that we normally go, but we were going to stop in Hong Kong for a bit. So there was a pandemic. So we flew to Chicago for a different route and had to reroute our flights. But we played Japan, came back, and played right up till March, I think, 16th. I think we were the last band to play live in Boston, Massachusetts. Brought us there to play the festival. So we got our working papers from the festival people. But I stayed there for another almost a month just playing shows. Most American bands only go there for 9 days. I played for a month everywhere. And live rooms, A live room in Japan is a tiny little soundproof room with like an arena sound system in it.
Really?
So we did all that. And
A lot
that
of
was all
bands do
done.
well over there.
What's that?
A lot of American bands do well over there.
Oh, because those people accept energy and they like it. Not just American bands. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say that I love the fact that you guys are still around. Like all these bands are still surviving, and you start gagging if you're gonna die in my show right while we're talking. It's not gonna.
So it's really hot in here, bro. This is my kitten. I take on
everything. Like your cat.
Well, I could let the cat out of the bag with you.
There you go.
So just being a dick, the dick that I am, I haven't seen anybody in a long time. I normally do the van report every weekend, and from the van, somebody's driving. Of course, I'm not driving doing it. I'm not that dumb. And I do a report. I tell people what's up and stuff. So I haven't done it in a while. So I just figured I buy like a $10 wig on Amazon. I'd be like, yeah, I've been away for a while, folks. So grew my hair.
That is so crazy. It is so crazy too, the way it looks on you. It's so fake blonde.
So back.
You look like something.
Back when I was on tour.
You think one of those guys.
Dude, I'm not stressed out on tour no more. I grew my hair back.
Yeah. Kind of like George. What has the scene been like now over the years? I know it's changed a little bit. I almost feel like in most scenes for music, the bands that have started out and been around for a while now and become a brand, and I mean a brand in a good way.
No,
you've earned yourself.
Right.
But once you're at a certain point, if you've been around, right? But so say you've been around. I'm just saying, I'm very open for different music. Say like from 70s, 80s, whatever. I'm not talking like even early 90s. But if you've been around and you put your time in, and I think you guys are what, mid 80s, early 80s, right? I don't know the exact date.
I think it's 38 years now. I think it is as of New Year's.
So that was close.
I think
happy anniversary. All right, so
82.
All right, so what did I say? Middle 80s, middle 83. That's pretty close.
Yeah.
The point is, it's been a different time, and you've weathered all the different storms. You know what I mean? And you're here. It's clear you're not going anywhere. And like a lot of bands have kind of gone through it. And that's what I'm saying. That's your brand. People know what you are, who you are, what they're gonna get. But has the scene changed so much now, where it's
everyone's grown up. It's like there's grown-ups, and then there's this medium that we have. This medium that we have for media. We can create our own, digital technology now for creating music, promoting music, sharing music has been a great thing. The scene is kind of in this box right now. Unfortunately.
Time period where things are kind of weird.
It's an evolution. It's evolving. The people that were part of the scene for years and years had kids, and their kids are playing in bands. There's a whole other group of younger kids coming in that are respecting the older people. It's like, we're at a transitional period, and now we have this 1 year pause for all of the bands to write music. All the bands that, if my stupid band did it, that didn't write for so long, if all the other bands that normally use this as a career, or I don't mean to do the bunny rabbit, but that's a big thing. If all the other bands that normally write records are working right now, this is going to be this explosion of a lot of music coming out. Right. I did my first album. I was signed to a label at 17. That didn't amaze me till after I was 50. That I was like, whoa, I did that.
Here's the thing, though. Cool. You're in an industry. You're in an industry that's allowed you to have some creative flow. I mean, it's not so dependent on albums. It's a very loyal. It's not a wishy-washy audience you have.
No, definitely not.
It's loyal.
Now
you don't need. It's not gonna break you. No one's gonna break you if you don't do. You don't have to do. We need a back with a bong too. That's what we have you doing right now. That's never been a conversation. I'm gonna be with you right now. Actually, I think there probably was a conversation with you. I'm sure everything's been talked about with you. What I'm saying is, you don't have the same record label need every year to put out an album.
No,
because
it's not a job.
You can do whatever. You can do whatever you want, and your fans are still gonna keep going.
Yeah,
and that's great.
And I'm surprised with this record. I'm funding all the pressing, and we're destroying it to other record stores, mom and pop record stores.
Excellent.
There's no label involved. We're pressing a shitload of vinyl, and all our friends are gonna sell them.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I love
vinyl.
We
made it, man. That was regained all of that stuff myself, so I have all that material, and now I can have fun with it. That's why we put the back catalog out on all colored vinyl.
That's the way to go. That's the thing. I think it's really good. But what I was saying is, I think at one point it felt like there's a real lull for anything that had guitars, from punk to metal to whatever. maybe somewhere in the 2000s, just like the market kind of even was kind of like weird. And now it feels like you said, our generation's back, our kids are back. It feels like there's been a resurgence, I think.
Yeah,
And I was just curious if you saw that in punk.
Yeah, too. Absolutely. And now I see this, everyone's stressing about this big pause. It's a pause right now. We're on hold.
Right.
And we can stay, if you're lucky enough not to be struggling with food or a roof over your head, and you can be comfortable in your home and with your belly full, a good time to create. You know?
Now.
I'm a Holiday Inn guy, so the band, we only stay at Holiday Inn because they give us the Party Club checkout. Most bands, I don't know how they tour, checkout is like 11 a.m. I don't leave the bar till 4 a.m. So 11 a.m. is a little early for me. So Holiday Inn, if you're part of their club, you check out at 2 or 4.
So you're actually part of a club?
I'm a Spire Elite member of the Holiday Inn IHG family. I've actually gotten a vacuum cleaner for my house. I got a slow cooker, and 1 year the band we played so many shows. They offered me tickets to the Yankees versus the Red Sox when they were playing, and I was like, I'm on tour, I can't. So I gave them to one of my friends.
That is so funny. That is
World Series tickets they gave me.
I know, it's just so funny. Like, nothing's as hardcore more than I earned enough points at Holiday Inn to get a vacuum cleaner.
when kids did fancy on paper, it took so much more effort to make that thing that you held.
I meant like when it first happened, and it was weird internet. You know,
how many people talking shit right now on Facebook individually, and maybe 3 people listening to each one of them. You know, when you hand somebody a flyer, that's a fanzine. When you're well, I have a fanzine online. I'm going to talk tonight at 11.
Right.
And you get like, yeah, I don't say nothing about syndicate.
You already have at 11. You have a newscast. What are you, weatherman?
No, that would be amazing. I should do the weather.
That's what your wig looks like. That's what your wig. You look like a weatherman in that wig.
I'm never up that early though. Well, you got to do the wig backwards too. That's what
I was doing. Oh my god, that looks like. Oh.
Backwards wig. No, the other way.
That is actually.
On the ad on Amazon looked way more handsome than me. There we go. So anyway, bro, let's talk about it. When I made my first $17, I bought this $10 wig.
Yes.
We're living a life, bro. We're living it up right here in Pennsylvania.
How often do you guys tour? For how long? Like how many shows a year?
When there's no pandemic, nonstop. I was literally on tour till the pandemic ended. And then in November, we were supposed to go back. We had March. We had all the holidays come in, and we were supposed to go to Europe for a month. And then back to Japan. We don't stop.
I don't know if you took, well, I mean, go out, do 30 weeks, or, I'm saying, take a break in between or something.
Yeah, even then, I do carpentry. So I'll work, when I'm home, I'll work Monday to Friday, and then Friday night to Monday morning, play with the band. So now it all just stopped. So I'm kind of all right. I'm ready. My liver's hungry. So is my soul. And so that was, you get the moment. It's like, fuck, I've been doing this my whole life since I'm a little kid, and now it just stopped. Broken legs, broken ribs, and I'm still on tour. And now like they're telling me I can't play. My friends' clubs are closing. This is fucked up. People are dying, but a lot of people aren't dying. I'm watching people ready to die, not from the virus, but from the after effects of having their business shut down, and not getting the support from the state.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience. I'm an ADD guy. I'd rather keep running around, jumping, and blabbing my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm the other end of it. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a musician. Is a person that thinks out notes, and I'm like, hey, yeah. It's hard.
Then how come we did this album then? You clearly there's something in you that gave you desire, right? Creativity.
My grandfather was a musician, and he died before I was born, and his name was James Fioravante. So he had a music studio in Brooklyn. He made drums. He played many instruments, but I never met him. He died before I was born, so I was always intrigued about him, the musician, and the man that he was. Because a lot of people in my family, he was the most creative person I ever knew in my family, and that I didn't know. So that's how I got swayed into the music thing.
The music thing?
Yeah.
But now you're writing songs, though.
Yeah, I was going to try to be a drummer. He was a drummer, but I was like, thank God I'm not a drummer. There's so much shit to carry, and all these little fucking pieces. I lose my glasses on tour. I'm worried about my glasses. Never mind a 32-piece drum kit with little pads and screws, right, Kevin?
Being a singer is always the easiest. You just got to get the microphone. The drummer or the guitar player with the bass.
I just complain a lot. and make sure the van runs good. And the van runs good.
That's all you need, right? Is the album going to be? Can other people, your fans, get it? You're going to do digital since you're giving out the vinyl to like radio, right, or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do the vinyl, and inside the vinyl there's going to be a download card, so you can put it on your device.
But you're going to only make limited vinyl, so if outside of that, you're going to have it on sale like digitally online where people can get it too. They can't get the record.
I'm mainly focused on, you'll get it digitally when you get the record because you'll have the download. Right. So. Cut to the chase. They get the little card and go. Oh,
yeah, but if they don't, but what if they can't buy the album? The album's sold out. It's hard to make a second press. Only a few people want it.
Then we'll have to figure something out because they're being jerks. Then I'm not gonna. I can only hope. I can only hope that they have the difficulty where they
handled right now.
I sold so many fucking records. People that they're driving me crazy. They were trying to get some other way now. Yeah, please. I pray for that problem.
Well, I don't know. Kevin, I don't know.
Right away.
Listen, Daddy Warbucks. I don't know how many you're gonna print.
Kevin, get Maury on the phone. We need more albums right away. Get the donkeys running.
I want the platinum album. So
let's go.
Yep. When you get your platinum, I want it right behind me. The wall here.
I'll make you one. It's a little spray paint.
How we hang it up? You do that now. I'll hang it up.
Kevin, note this. We got to get him a platinum record, the new record.
What do you put your name on? I'll put it up.
We'll do it. I gotta put my cat down and order more records. The wig. The
wig is.
Well, the concepts are difficult. It took me a long time to get one.
I know. That's what I'm gonna call this. This podcast can be called Back with the Bong too. So you don't have to worry about making that now.
Good. Well, you made it. Back with the Bong 2.